Let's make a scrap paper rooster. So we are going to make a dreamlike rooster, just kind of like the kinds of animals that you would see in a Marc Chagall painting. So I'm going to make mine purple, and I'm going to have all these different colors of kind of scratch papers that I've cut into that I have left over. These are going to be the feathers of my rooster. So you'll need some scissors and some glue, of course, and then something to write with. I'm going to just draw a basic shape of a rooster. Something really basic, really simple. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. In fact, I probably already did it wrong, but that's okay, because look, we can correct it by making a little bit of adjustments. So I want to cut this out, and I'm going to cut it a little bit inside of the line because I know I want it smaller than how I just drew it. But again, basic shape is what we're going for. If you want to go online to see how to make your own, you can do that way too, but I promise it's not as hard as it looks. Okay. So there is, look at that, the basic shape of my chicken, my rooster. So I'm going to have it face this way on my piece of paper. You might want to have a paper to glue it down a little bit wider than this, but I just wanted to show you kind of how I wanted to do it. So I'm just going to do it on a simple piece of paper like this. It can face either direction, however you've cut it out. So I'm going to glue down the body of my rooster. Okay, and then comes the really fun part. So I want to make some crazy colors of feathers for that, just going to kind of jut off the back of his body here. So what I'm going to do is, so now you can actually trace and cut some what looks like feathers, but the fun thing is to actually set your scissors down and have your little one just rip some pieces like this. So rip some pieces of paper and then let these become the feathers for your rooster. So I'll just put some glue kind of around here, and I just want to stick some rooster feathers to the back. And my rooster feathers are going to be made out of pieces of scrap paper that I am just going to rip off. So you don't want them too fat and too long, but just keep going. Kids have fun ripping things. You know, if you give them a nice creative outlet to do it with, hopefully they won't rip things they're not supposed to. You just take it and rip it like that. I got a little one, but that's okay. I'll still use that. Let's use this one too. They kind of look like some crazy ruffled feathers. That's a good one there too. And layer it on top. So we're just kind of go for just some decorative feathers for our rooster. Put some more down here. Kind of a three-dimensional look going on too. This is a great way to use some paper scraps that you've got lying around. Okay, so I want to make a little wing right here. So I'm going to take another piece of paper and rip until I get a general shape of a wing. Looks good to me. Okay. There's no pressure on this. It's just kind of rip it and make it as organic as you can. There we go. Pretty good. All right. How about a little beak? I'm going to rip this until I get something that resembles a beak. That's not too bad. So I will put that right here on the front. Okay, roosters have big feathers on top, so let's get a little bit of something up there. Head crest. Okay, looks kind of like a duck too, but that's kind of the fun of this, is you kind of have to use your imagination. Try not, if you can, if you'd rather If you'd rather cut and do things precisely, do it that way, but this is a really fun way to do it, is just by ripping and trying to kind of fit the pieces together like a puzzle. You can draw yourself a little eye. You can do the same thing down below. If you want to have some little feet, you can rip some orange paper or even just draw the feet in if you'd like. Some little chicken feet like that. Whichever direction that you want to go. You can use different kinds of paper, like I said, if it's decorative paper or glitter paper or anything like that. However you want to make it, but as long as you get the general shape of the chicken's body and then just make some fun colored feathers and then just create your chicken.